join the committee, where coaches turn on camera like pros, ain't no pity. From first take jitters to spotlight hitters, we got your back when the light's a little bitter. Pro tips on angles, mics and frame control. No more oops, I'm muted, that's out of your console. You'll learn to own the stage, turn nervous into swagger. We're hype, we're real, we mix hustle with a little banter. This is just the start, your journey's in ignition. With the committee fam, we fuel your ambition. Rise up, shine bright, let your confidence glow. With the committee crew, you'll steal every show. From practice to live, we got the keys to your flow. New member in the house, let's rock it, here we go.
Welcome aboard! You just joined the committee, where coaches turn on camera like pros, ain't no pity. From first take jitters to spotlight hitters, we've got your back when the light's a little bitter. Pro tips on angles, mics and frame control. No more oops, I'm muted, that's out of your console. You'll learn to own the stage, turn nervous into swagger. We're hype, we're real, we mix hustle with a little banter. Oh, rise up, shine bright, let your confidence glow. From practice to live, we got the keys to your flow. New member in the house, let's rock it, here we go. Whoa. Whoa. Welcome aboard, you just joined the committee, where coaches turn on camera like pros, ain't no pity. From first take jitters to spotlight hitters, we got your back when the light's a little bitter. Pro tips on angles, mics and frame control. No more oops, I'm muted, that's out of your console. You'll learn to own the stage, turn nervous into swagger. We're hype, we're real, we mix hustle with a little banter. This is just the start, your journey's in ignition. With the committee fam, we fuel your ambition.
Now Lights, camera, live in action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction. Lower thirds, overlays, getting traction. You post, they engage, it's a chain reaction. Lights, camera, live in action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction. Lower thirds, overlays, getting traction. You post, they engage, it's a chain reaction. Step into the world where your vision's unfurled. Ecamm Live's on the scene, let your story be heard. Drag, drop, connect, a tech symphony. Broadcasting live in high quality. Multicam magic, switch it on the go. From your Mac to the world, let your visual show. Overlay graphics, scene switching slick. With Ecamm Live, no editing, and that's the trick. Lights, camera, live in action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction. Lower thirds, overlays, getting traction. You post, they engage, it's a chain reaction. Lights, camera, live in action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction. Lower thirds, overlays, getting traction. You post, they engage, it's a chain reaction. Dial in your sound, make it crisp and clear. Mic check 1, 2, let the audience hear. Interviewing guests from near and far. From local to global, you're a streaming star. Green screen effects, transport your space. Custom backgrounds, tie your digital place. Stream to YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook Live. Ecamm's versatility, man, it helps you thrive. Lights, camera, live in action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction. Lower thirds, overlays, getting traction. You post, they engage, it's a chain reaction. Lights, camera, live in action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction. Lower thirds, overlays, getting traction. You post, they engage, it's a chain reaction. Analytics in view, see your message spread. Comments on the screen, every word can be read. Record, repurpose with ridiculous ease. Clip from social media, spread your message like a breeze. No heavy edits, save your precious time. Ecamm Live, the rhythm to creators rhyme. From hobbyists to pros, it's a tool to choose. Ecamm Live, the platform where you never lose. Lights, camera, live in action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction. Lower thirds, overlays, getting traction. You post, they engage, it's a chain reaction. Lights, camera, live in action. Ecamm's the key to your satisfaction. Lower thirds, overlays, getting traction. You post, they engage, it's a chain reaction.
What are we doing? All right, there we go. There we go. Hey, my friends, what's going on? I am ready to bring you some of this great knowledge that you need to hear. And today we're talking storytelling. So you're in the right place if you are looking for some ways to craft storytelling in this virtual space. Hold on one moment. Let me back my camera out just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just oh, okay, there we go. So for those who do not know me already, my name is Lion FLUDD. I am your virtual branding expert, teaching you to look, sound, and perform well on camera. And let me tell you, that point of what I say you need to know, this is it. You're not going to go on a date, or are you, dressed like you normally would, maybe just dress around the house with PJs or whatever, right? You want to look your best. You want to impress. You want the person you're going out with to say, okay, look, I want to see this person again. That's how you should feel the same way about your audience. But you don't. So how do you expect someone else to care if you don't care? Right? You don't have to have all of the fancy stuff and the perfect background and all that, but you need to put some effort into it. And if you don't, then don't ask someone to spend $200, $300, $500, $500, $6,000 with you. Well, you can ask them, but don't expect them to, So today we're going to be learning how to convert your stories from boring to engaging. Y'all know me, no fluff, giving you the stuff. So let's jump right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, Lion FLUDD, as I said, welcome to all my new people. I'm your virtual branding expert, and today, storytelling is what it's about. You have heard the saying, facts tell, but stories sell. Yes? What if you heard it like this? Facts tell, but stories sell. So I'm showing you how to do some of the stuff you just similarly saw just now. Having things come up on the screen so that you can engage your audiences a little bit more. I saw Beth Ann Campbell post today a reference to a song, and I was like, okay, look, cool. Let me go do some inspiration. So I'll show you how I'm going to incorporate that in here in just a second. So thank you for that, there, Beth. Yesterday, I was in two network meetings. And one, I was referencing this quote or just saying from a movie that I'm about to share with you. And I'm going to tell you the difference in what I did in the first network meeting. By the way, which is Heidi Medina's meeting. Make sure you go check it out. It's once a month, but it's heart-centric people who actually are trying to network, right? Not just simply trying to sell what they're selling. So make sure you go check her out as well on LinkedIn as well, and her network meetings. And everyone who I mentioned is someone who I've had, heartfelt discussions with, been in my circle. I highly recommend. So when I say Beth, go check her out as well. And her Thirsty Professional podcast that she has, where they ditch the BS and get to the bacon. I don't know if I said that right, Beth, but that's what came to my mind. All right. So, but yesterday I said, bricks don't hit back. And I said, it's a similar thing with quotes, right? Inspirational quotes that I see everyone put on their LinkedIn profile, their social media profile. They don't sell, they don't convert. Maybe years ago when people saw them, yes, they would, but you have to give your heart. You have to do it from your heart. Listen to Deadpool if you don't listen to anyone else, right? Listen to Deadpool. So, and what I'm saying for that is years ago, people would fall for that. They would listen to it. Now they open up their social media and that's all they see. What makes you different from them? What makes you, in your inspirational quote, want them to come to your coaching program, right? It's got to be something different. So let me show you an example of what I did. When I said that, some people had a glazed look over their face. They're like, I don't know what that means. I've never seen it, never heard it, right? And so I went to my next network meeting and I said the same thing, but this time I switched it up just a little bit different. I said, bricks don't hit back. Something just like quotes. They don't make sales. Then I said, I'm going to show you an example of that, right? So here we go.
Very good. But brick not hit back.
Oh, taking you back, right? Very good. But brick not hit back. Having that come into the sphere of my screen, it gave people just a little something extra to look at, to think about, to put it into their mind. Your story, hear me on this. If you take nothing else from this, hear me on this. Your story is a trailer to your movie, to your program, to your services, to your product. What does a trailer do? It paints a picture in the mind of the viewer. They actually get to see it though, right? To make them say, "Ooh, I want to go see that movie. Look at that. That looks so interesting. It looks great." That trailer is nothing but a lure, a hook to bring you to the movie theater. Your story is a trailer to give your viewer, your attendee, your audience a reason to want to come and at least find out more about your program. Even if they don't directly work with you, to invite them to say, hey, come have a one-on-one conversation so I can show you how what we do works for you and the benefits of working with us, right? So in creating this visual story, especially if you're a keynote speaker or if you're giving a presentation or a webinar, whatever it is in this virtual space, you can do it. A couple of weeks ago, I showed an example of what I'm about to reference right now, and you will see kind of how this brings into it. And then I'll kind of show you how to format the story and then also bring it into a visual kind of aspect like that, right? So I was about to go on stage and do a presentation. Standing back behind stage, I'm feeling just a little jittery, a little nervous. The hands are shaking. And it was a moment where I took a breath and I peeked out of the curtain. And in doing that, it gave me just a short sigh of relief. Right? Now, saying that, people can picture it, they can see it. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Here we go. Now, let's revamp that and take it to just a different kind of space. I was getting ready to go out and do a speech, and I recall a moment being backstage. My hands are visibly shaking, and I'm just like frantic. I go for one moment and I take a peek out of the curtains. I look and I see the crowd. And in that moment, I decided to step out onto the stage. Right? Took a sigh. And now look at the difference in adding in that visual. Okay. Now I'll play it a little bit regular speed so you see how that looks when I do it. I remember peeking out of the curtain and I saw the crowd. I took a deep breath and a sigh, and then I walked right out. Right? Now, let's change it up one more time, okay? And showing you how this looks a little bit different. I looked out of the curtains, I saw the crowd, and in that moment, I said, now I brought it all together, right? There's no red in between in that moment when you see that, right? That is what visual storytelling brings. It brings this moment where you can adjust your screen so that people will see the difference, that they see what you're talking about. Now, I am going to take you one step further and showing you how I encompass that into my story, right? Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, now we get this ready. All right. So speed through a little bit. I'm at the backstage. Hands are shaking. I'm ready to step on stage. I peeked through the curtain, and for that one moment, as I looked out into the crowd, I decided to step out. Took a deep breath. And I remembered why I was doing what I was doing. It was for this reason right here. This book inspired me so much. Now, I know you may not understand it. Some people have seen it and they've heard it, but this book has taken me to levels that I've never thought I would go to. And one day, my wife and I were sitting at the table and we're listening, and we hear our son reciting the pie book because he's watched me do it several times. This young gentleman right here was reciting the pie book, the numbers. And I was like, wow, our kids really do watch us. It was at that moment that I realized why I was doing what I was doing because he was still watching me and I needed to get over some of the fears that I had. Let's fast forward just a little bit, few years down the line. This trophy is exactly one of the reasons why I continued doing what I was doing. Nashville, Tennessee, 2011. I'm sitting in an audience filled with singers, dancers. Now, you see how bringing in those pictures at those certain moments, right, takes the audience on a visual trip as well. They get to see what's happening in that moment as I'm painting that picture, right? Okay, let's continue just for a second. I've always taught my son, face your fear, slay the dragon. When I went to Nashville, I won Nashville's Got Talent over big country singers, dancers, cloggers, everyone. That city is known for the musical talent that comes out of it. And here I was. And I won? Okay, slay the dragon. So I always taught him, continue doing that. And I remember he and I going on a journey when we went into podcasting. Ladies and gentlemen, I remember being in a venue with over 1,000 people with panelists sitting there. And the panelist said, "Who has a question about all the adults?" No one's raising their hand. No one's. And my son looked over to me. He said, "Dad, I'm about to slay the dragon." And I was like, "What?" And before I knew it, he raised his hand. The guy said, "Hey, you come up here." They didn't see he was I think he was 9 at that time, a 9-year-old kid that was interested in pie. They didn't see it at that time, but he went up there. And it was at this moment my heart sunk because I was so scared for him, but I was like, no, I've got to let him go. And what happened next? Well, see for yourself. And now what I did is I created that moment of having the audience wondering, okay, what's about to happen? They get to see it now, right? And so at that moment, one second, let me bring that up so you guys can see what I'm referencing. Let's do this here. Okay. All right. And so now I'm going to bring up that video of that moment. And what I did is I just prepared it, right? I just got it going. And so here we go. Oh, you got to put it on first. Lion, you got to make sure it's on first. Okay, let's see. There we go. And right, got it. All right, so let's put it on. Let's put it on. And all of this is leading to you. Hold on one second. There we go. And I made it overlay. Got to take it out the right folder. All right, there we go. Put it in the right folder, right? So now they get to see the visual. And this was the moment that changed everything for me. Right? And so then they get to see this moment, right, of him being in front of this panel. And it creates that visual. So people now emotionally also attach to what they're seeing. So imagine if you're telling a story about you going through a trial or tribulation in part of your life. You're running a marathon and you never thought you'd be able to run. And all of a sudden, you bring up a video of maybe a clip of you running a marathon or just anyone, even in general, right? You have the ability to do that. Is that above? One second, let me check something else out as well. And also, please, if you have any questions, any comments, please share with us. Let me double check something. Okay. And while I'm doing that, I'll share with you this. So another part of this as well is when I go into. There we go. I was trying to get the volume on. So, and I'll share with you what he said. All right, so let me back that up. Okay, so now in this moment, number one, first off, here's a 9-year-old kid. He's about 9 that time. And he is speaking in front of a room full of big panelists, even celebrities are there, right? We're talking. He's not fazed by any of that. And then the question he asks is so profound. And again, it shows that he's watching, he's listening, right? He's learning from us. So I'll let you hear the question again. Now that I got this, I'll play it again with the sound. And again, this lead up to the stories. My son, he's sitting next to me. He raises his hand. Oh, first he said, "I'm about to slay the dragon." And I'm like, what? Caught me off guard. He raised his hand, though, before I knew it, and they called on him. He gets up in front of the audience, and without hesitation, he gets the mic, ladies and gentlemen. And I want you to listen to what he says. I put it in the wrong folder again. All right, Flood, let's get it together. Let's get it together. Hold on.
What do you want? Who do you want to be remembered by in your life?
That's deep, bro.
I laugh every time I hear it again. So what he said was, what do you want to be remembered by in your life, right? Like, what do you want to be when you leave this earth? What do you want to be remembered by? And it hit. So, all right. So let's talk really quick about how to do some of these. Number one, I'm using a software that most of you already have seen, know about. It is Ecamm. Ecamm is the most powerful content streaming platform around. If you don't have it, grab yourself a free trial. I put it inside the comments. Here, 14-day free trial. Anyone, I am an affiliate of Ecamm, so I do get paid from them, not you. If you use my link to grab the free trial, it is for Mac users only. There is another software called vMix. You can do similar stuff just like this here. I do train on vMix as well. But Ecamm is my primary thing. Grab yourself a 14-day free trial. If you're a Mac user specifically, PC users, you can use vMix. Okay. So I'm using the software to be able to bring in some of these stories, all of the stuff that you see here. Creating a visual, number one, will also keep your audiences engaged, keep their visuals and their brain going, but it will also help create more of a emotional feeling for you as well when you're telling the story, when you're sharing the story, because you get to relive it as well. You get to see it. You get to share that moment, even in that visual in your mind, right? So you speak differently when you do it. You talk a little bit more emotional. You might tear up just a second, and your audience sees that and they relate to it. They understand what's happening in your world. Okay. So if you're watching this live or on a replay, if you have more questions, go ahead and put them inside the chat. I love the preguntas or any comments. Persuedas, throw them in the chat for us. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up by showing you one last thing of how you can also encompass this, because I referenced this with Beth's post earlier today. And she said how there was a song from The Greatest Showman that kind of gets her moving, right? That's her thing. Imagine being inside of your events. Imagine being inside of your networking events. Is that too high? Let me see. Let me bring that down. Looks too high. And being able to now use that in a way where you can create that space for your guests, for your audience, for the people watching. Bring that. Nope. Let me put that one back. 1 second. Let me straighten this out as well. I was doing some training and I moved some things around and adjusted some things. Okay, so let's try it one more time. Is that look okay? That's good enough for right now. And all right, so now I'm going to show you that reference to that song, the show, whatever, thing like that. Don't hit me too hard. YouTube is only 20-something seconds, but here we go. So now I'm going to take that same story and I'm going to bring it into the live version, right? So there's a song that just gets me moving. I love it. It's from The Greatest Showman on Earth. Some of you probably seen it. Check it out.
Afraid to step outside, so you lock the door. But don't you stay that way.
No more living in no shadows. You and me, we know how that goes.
'Cause once you see it, oh, you'll never, never be the same.
It'll feel like it's shining. Light up the keep on shining.
You can do it, there's more to you. You cannot be afraid. Come alive, going like your light. Let it burn so bright. Reach it up to the sky, and it's all
open.
So come alive.
Imagine that. Right? So imagine that, right? Being able to encompass and incorporate all of those things into your kind of show. So, hey, thanks for dropping in just for a few moments. I wanted to just show you an example of how that works. If you see something here and you want to learn more about it, you like it, you say, hey, I want to learn how to create some of these visuals that you're doing, Lion, reach out to us here at Vibinar Inc. with VCA Academy. You can send us an email, drop us some questions, or DM us directly into our chat features. We're streaming to a couple of locations. We're going to be opening back up our cohort. So we're going to have a group of people that want to learn how to look different, right? Sound different, perform differently in this space. No matter what type of event you're running, whether it's a webinar, we do webinars here because we want to make sure that your people are having fun, because our simple thing is this: VCA Academy, we build events better. Oh, look how smooth that is. Come on now. Come on. Don't just stop. Just stop. Just stop. So reach out to us, come learn how to do this, or just continue doing what you're doing. If it works for you, it works for you. You don't have to have all the fancy stuff, but if you can find a way to make it work for what you're doing, your course creation, inside your keynote speeches, if you want something different, then we are the company for you to help you do that, because our primary thing is we want to turn your passion into profit. See you soon, Lion Flood VCA Academy. Thanks for allowing me into your virtual space.
Straight out of